So I'm working on a 2021 Dodge Ram today. It's a 1500. We're putting on this trifold cover. This brand is Tyger brand. Amazon special, $200. I'll put the link on it in the description below. I'm not really going to show you how to put it on. It's pretty simple. There's a couple little clips that go up underneath there. You lay it on there, you tighten the clips down, and when you tip it back over towards you, there's a couple clamps in the back. You fold down, lock it in place. What I'm going to do is I'll do a quick overview of it. Once I got it on there, there is a front seal that you may or may not need. Since mine has the bed liner built into it. So one other thing to make note of is if your truck has these built-in rails like mine does, when you go to fold the lock down in the back here, you're gonna have to slide your cleat forward, and then the locking mechanism, when it comes down, it sits up against the rail, but it does lock in place. When you put it under here, you've got these little cleats. These slide up underneath the edge of your bed rail. You take that and you tighten it down. You don't want to over tighten it. You'll see that the bed rail will actually start to bend out if you tighten it too tight. Once you see the bed rail start to move, stop, because you're going to break your bed rail. You're just going to fold your bed rail up. This one has a safety tie down, so basically it shows that you can either clamp it to this bar or you can clamp it to here. I just clamped it up here. I would assume that, so if that thing ever does break, you've got a secondary catch so it doesn't fly off. So when you put this on, I basically just lined it up on both sides, just eyeballed it, because again, mine's going to be on and off. You can get this as close as you want. You can measure it if you want to from here to here. Me personally, don't care that much about it. I just need it to be straight enough that when you unfold it, it doesn't come down the rail sideways. Now the other thing I did is I checked both sides and made sure I had the same amount of distance on this rail edge here. Again, if yours doesn't have the bed liner in it, you'll have to measure it, or you have to find your own way of lining it up. I've got this drop-in bed liner from the factory in here, so I just lined it up with this edge on both sides. So when I unfold it, it'll actually fold evenly. When you're hauling something larger, it's got these safety catches in the front here, so you can unclip these safety catches, and that'll let you fold the cover back. Once you unclip those, this folds down, and you'll see here's your catches for underneath the bed. So this little lip here is going to catch your rail from underneath when we fold it over. You want this in this position, which is basically the unlock position. Once you hook this under your bed, you straighten this out, and it actually pulls pressure and locks your cover in place. And those are nice because they fold up, so when you're not using it, you can roll it back up. I'll fold it out the rest of the way. So when you first unfold this, you'll have some wrinkles in here. I've used this type of Tonneau cover before. I've not used this particular Tyger brand, but I've used similar ones before. Usually after about a week in the sun, those wrinkles will come out. Not always, but usually. And again, underneath here, I'm going to fold this down. Use my head to hold it in place. I'll pull my lever down. I'm going to unlock it. Catch it under the bed rail, like so, and just push down. Now again, you got to be careful if you hit this rail here. I just took mine and pulled it out the rest of the way so it locked in place. And just repeat that on the other side. So, got mine a little snugger than it needs to be, but locked in and pulled the lock in place. Now the tailgate on this one actually closes. It's snug, which it should be. So I've got a good seal here. Now again, depending on your bed, this is the newer style body. I could actually take this up front here, because I'm up to the edge. I've got about a ½ inch underneath there. I could slide it back a little more if I wanted to, but I'm actually making contact up under here to right about here. So I'm not too worried about it. But again, you could move it around if you wanted to, just to get a little bit closer. Overall look, I think it fits the truck quite well. It doesn't look super bad. Like I said, it's got some wrinkles in it. I'm gonna go pull it out in the sun, let it bake for a couple days, see what it looks like, and then I'm going to take a couple 100-mile trip with it in a couple weeks. And when I get back from that trip, I'll do a review on it and let you know whether it's still on there or if it's on the side of the road somewhere. Thank you everyone for watching, and please click on like and subscribe.